What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. I think this is episode number 64, not entirely sure, but this is the Capital One Cup final anyway. And yeah, before I start, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on the series so far. It is awesome seeing how much you guys like this series. I was kind of fearful at first you guys wouldn't really take to it, starting in the championship and trying to work our way up with a sort of not a great squad. But you guys seem to be really enjoying the series, so I'm really pleased about that. And wow, okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, 2 yellow strikers. I don't really want to play this guy because he's only 60 overall. Okay, that's bad. We could have some serious problems if we go to extra time. Let's just leave it. Let's just get into it. I think we'll be okay. I think, Trotter and Carrasco will probably have to come off, but I think we'll be okay. Anyway, it's the Capital One Cup final against Arsenal, and as I said, thank you so much for all the support in the series so far. You guys seem to be really enjoying it, and it means a lot to me as well, because as I said, I was worried when I started this off that you guys wouldn't take to it, of course, being with my favourite side, Millwall, and you guys voted the team, obviously, but even so, I was still worried that some of you wouldn't take to it. But yeah, it seems like you guys are really enjoying the series so far, so thank you very much. And as per usual, if you can leave a like on the video, please do so, because it really does help my channel out, and it only takes a second to click that like button, and it really does help me out, so that would be fantastic. But it's the Capital One Cup final against Arsenal anyway, and I'm going to see if I can get this ball in the bucket just one more time. I don't think I'm going to do it though. I'm really bad at this skill game. I'm bad at most of the skill games, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Can I do it? Can I do it? That's a bit too low. Oh god, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. This must be so uninteresting for you guys to watch. But do you know what? Let's just go. It's the Capital One Cup final against Arsenal, and it is a live commentary as well. The reason I do live commentaries for the finals, someone asked me in the last one, must have been a new subscriber. The reason I do live commentaries is because it just varies the series up a little bit. Otherwise, every single episode is going to be the same 10-minute format, and it's only once or twice a season we'll ever get to a final of a cup. So, even if you don't like it, it's only once or twice a season, so it's not that many episodes in the whole series on the grand scheme of things. It's barely any. But it also helps me improve with live commentaries, because I'm not really that good at commentaries, and it does help me improve. The more you do them, the better you become. So there you go. That's why I do live commentaries, and it is a sort of a Q&A type feel, not a traditional Q&A with things like Facecam and so on, but it is a Q&A. You can ask me the questions on Twitter. You can follow me at Twitter at @DocLanders, and all my social media stuff is in the description if you want to follow me and like me on Facebook, and follow me on Pinterest and Instagram and Spotify and good stuff like that. And yeah, there you go. So if you do want to get involved with the questions, then I recommend following me on Twitter, and I always tweet out when I'm doing live commentaries, and you guys can get involved. But it is the Capital One Cup finals, as I just said 10 times there, and of course if we win this, it will be our first trophy of the series, so I'm really, touch wood, hoping we can do it, and I'm also hoping we can win it, because if we do win the Capital One Cup final, we qualify for the Europa League next year, so that could be a double incentive for us, and two real positive things done in one game, so hopefully we can win this thing. But anyway, let's get straight down to the questions, and the first one is actually a question I got in the last live commentary, but I never got around to answering it, so I will do it on this one, and it comes from a guy called Sven, and he says, do you think communism would ever work, or is mankind's greediness stronger than communist ideology? Greediness? Stronger than communist ideology. Communism, I'm not going to talk about this too much as well, all the politics side, because I know I have a really young audience, and you guys probably aren't interested in politics just yet, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Also because I'm not 100% on this type of politics, things such as Marxism and Stalinism, and things like Leninism and so on. I'm not 100% up to date, if you will. I'm not 100% sure on whether I'm saying it's going to be 100% correct, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. However, what I will say is that, to answer your question, basically is, would communism ever work? The answer is no, and the reason being is quite simple. It's because we as human beings are not robots. We have feelings, we have emotions, we have needs, we have desires, and so on and so forth. And that is why we can never survive in a system where we are all working as one unit, or designed to work as one unit, for one incentive, one sole incentive, and that is to keep ourselves alive and to keep the country going. That's something which doesn't happen, because like right now, like, why do people go to work in, for example, like my country, England? Why do people go to work? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They go to work because they can get money, and this means that they can survive, and they get more money, they can buy luxuries with those sort of things. Communism doesn't have that type of ideology, and the fact of the matter is, no matter how you look at it, no one will ever be able to accept an ideology where people aren't going for their own selfish gain. And I don't mean that in a bad way, that everyone is selfish and everyone is bad. What I mean is that it can't work because no one is going to work, like no one's going to put more than the minimal effort into anything, if the incentive is the same for every single person, regardless of how hard they work, what they work on, and how they are perceived in this communist society. Like, no one is going to put in more than what they need to because quite frankly they don't need to, and it's not going to get them any other incentive other than what a finish. I saw the bar and it's turned in by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh no, not, is that Oxlade-Chamberlain? I don't know. Or is it Coquelin? I'm not sure. Anyway, Arsenal 1-0 up, and that is a real shame because I might be on my way to 2 defeats in 2 finals. But yeah, like it can't work. Like, it literally just cannot work, because we as a society are designed, we as human beings, I should say, are designed to want more and always want more, and want what is best for ourselves solely, and also for our families and the immediate people and things we care about. So the idea, that is a run by, oh, that is just wonderful. That is just wonderful. I love this guy, man, seriously. Oh, that is an amazing goal. Anyway, for the second time I've interrupted myself, much to your guys' delight. Communism, like, it just can't, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, so it just can't work, because we are greedy, we are selfish, and the common proletariat is always going to want more, and is always going to want better, and the incentive of just working to survive and stimulate the society is not enough for people to be satisfied with on a global scale. I say global scale, on a countrywide scale, I should say, on a nationwide scale, to be satisfied with, to avoid any kind of possible revolt and rise against the system. So, like, it just can't work. It literally can't. If it just can't. Like, again, I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, and I know people will dispute what I'm saying, and that's fine. But trust me, like, trust me, I know this type of thing. Just put it this way: if it could work, it would have worked by now. In the many times it's been tried, in the many times it's been implemented into certain countries, and so many like young people are just say things like the reason why communism doesn't work is because it's not been. Oh, it should have been 2-1. The reason communism doesn't work is because it hasn't been implemented properly, and that's stupid. It's nothing to do with the implementation of communism. It's to do with the people that are in the society and are going to be affected by it. No one is going to be happy about it. Like, I just you just think of like the common man who's like 35 years old and has a wife and 2 kids and works in some kind of like office sort of customer service role to feed his family and take them on a holiday each year. Like, why would he be happy sort of giving all that up to work in a society where there is no kind of incentive on that scale? It is just to survive and stimulate the country. Like, it doesn't work. And again, I should say, like, with communism, everyone has different definitions of what it is, and everyone has different different beliefs as to the correct implementation and the correct kind of like definition of it. So I don't want to talk about it too much because people will probably dispute what I'm saying as to what I think about communism. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people would think that I'm actually kind of like communist based, certainly socialist based at least, because I am an ultra left kind of equality person that believes in equality for all. However, I am smart enough to know that, quite frankly, when it comes down to actually like living, oh, how's he got away there? Jesus Christ! When it comes down to living and advancing as a member of society, communism is not the way forward, and it's never a society and never a system which we can ever properly implement and have for the foreseeable future. That's a great block. Or McCarthy using his feet. So yeah, there you go. Sorry if I didn't make too much sense, and sorry to anyone that isn't interested in politics, but hopefully that answers your question, and hopefully I didn't piss anyone off, because I know that some people do get offended by political beliefs. But the next question comes from Joel Howarth, and he says, what sort of advice would you have for someone who wants to be a YouTuber? I've been asked this question quite a few times, and my answer is usually the exact same, and that is, my best piece of advice is go into it with realistic aims, and make sure that you know those aims, and also make sure that you remember that YouTube is a hobby, like, it is a hobby, okay? Because I see so many kids that start YouTube with a HD PVR or an Elgato or whatever. They spend their 140 quid on whatever, however much it costs nowadays, and they just go on, Carrasco, you got pace to turn, Mertesacker, and they just think, oh, okay, I'm going to do pink slips like Road to Shore, and then I'm going to do career mode like MGH, and I'm going to be as big as those YouTubers, and everyone's going to like me, I'm going to be the next big name in the FIFA YouTube scene. And after 6 months, they haven't really got very far, and they give up, and it's just been a waste of their time and money. And it really does, you probably sit there and say, why does it anger you? It's their time, it's their money, why does it matter? But it angers me in the sense that it's a waste of time to the subscribers that subscribe to their content. Even if there's very few compared to what some big YouTubers get, it's still a waste of time for them. Because people just go into it with the most unrealistic aims. People go into YouTube and they just think that they're going to make a living off it. And it's like, do you not understand that it only works for a handful of people? Like, it's one of the most annoying things about YouTube for me when I see people start it. Whether they want to admit it or not, their aim is to make a living off it. My dream was to make a living off YouTube. My aim was to have fun and entertain people. I'm doing my aim every day, and I maybe one day I'll achieve my dream. Most likely not, but at least I've still kept a realistic mind about it. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now. Oh, Kelvin! Oh, damn it! Shouldn't have took a shot there. Should have ran in. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now. In fact, 2.5 years now. I first started properly when I started doing montages in the summer of 2011, and like, I'm still going. I've got 30,000 subscribers. I just hit that many. My channel only sort of came to life a few months ago, and actually sparked into a good sort of level of subscriber growth, and that shows you how hard it is to gain subscribers and to gain views. So if you go into YouTube with aims of becoming the next Cal Freezy or AA9 skills or whatever, quite frankly, don't bother starting, because you're 99% of the time you won't achieve that. So I know it sounds really harsh of me to say that, but the only way to get the message through to people is to explain that as clear as possible. Please, just goodness sake, don't go in with aims of making YouTube your job, because it probably won't ever happen, and it will demoralize you, and it really does frustrate when I see people that do that. So yeah, again, I do apologise if that made me sound really sort of like patronising, maybe not patronising, but sort of like angry at certain people. But it just does frustrate me, when I see people with those aims, of making it their job. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with having it as a dream, having sort of living on YouTube money as a dream. It's a dream job for me. I would love to be able to do this as a full-time job. However, I'm also realistic enough to know that it won't, most likely will not happen. Like 90% probably won't happen. So I would just say to anyone who wants to start YouTube, make sure you go in with realistic aims, because otherwise you will be disappointed by the return. So there you go. And look at that possession stat, man. Seriously, God, the AI on Legendary is so frustrating. They're gonna score from this. I know it. I just know they're gonna get the ball in and get the ball away, please. Okay, cool. Half time. Anyway, the next question comes from Pumis, and he says, "What's the biggest threat to humans?" And then in brackets he puts ourselves ? The biggest threat to humans probably is ourselves, to be honest. It probably is. That's a difficult question. At the end of the day, I want to see that pass accuracy as well, actually. Oh, 87%. That's not actually that much considering. Sometimes you see it in the low 90s. It probably is ourselves. Like we probably are our biggest threat. Actually, I don't think there's really too much of a debate about that. To be honest, I think we are our biggest threat in that stat. You know, I think that we, as a society, we are becoming so angry at each other all the freaking time. And I said frickin', that's okay. And I still believe that in my lifetime, I'm 21. For those that weren't aware, I still believe in my lifetime I will see some kind of big kind of. Oh, Jack Robinson. Ah, damn it. I will see some kind of like big war. Some kind of. I actually think we probably will have nuclear warfare in my lifetime, because we as humans are bad people. You know, we really are, and yeah, there's no real kind of set answer to that, I'm afraid. I wish I could dive into that really in depth, but I'm not really sure what to say, to be honest, because it's it's a difficult question, and B, I'm not really sure where I'm going with it, and C, I don't really know how to explain, because I have a good point in my mind about why we are our biggest threat to ourselves due to our society being against society in general. So we're always against each other, we're always at each other's throats. But I don't really know how to explain the point, to be honest, because that's like that is how it is. You know, we are such bad people. I don't know, man. I do want to answer that question. I do apologise. I'm going to kind of like skip it, because I would love to answer that question, but I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to give off the wrong message, or just don't explain my point very well, and just don't look very good. So yeah, I would agree that we are probably our biggest threat to ourselves, but I can't really explain why, because my explanation will be terrible and you'll probably get the wrong idea. So sorry about that, but at least you know I agree with you. That's something, right? And I'll get to the next question in just a moment, but I want to break, and I've lost the ball. Well done, me. Oh dear, we've been playing so well, man. We've been in such good form this season. Yeah, we have all season, really. I want to continue. I really want to reach the Europa League final as well. I so badly want to win that. It would be amazing to win our first European competition and our first European season. Come on, Kelvin. Come on. Ah, it's terrible. Come on, man. I need the ball to go out of play, because my computer screen is the other side to my laptop. Sorry, my PS4 and my TV screen. So I don't want to turn around and miss some action and then probably concede a goal. But I've given the ball. Oh, there's a runner. There's a runner. Someone stick with him. Someone stick with him. Gutierrez, get there. Gutierrez. Yes. Yes, Leal Gutierrez. You're an absolute machine. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Carrasco. Slide it through. Ings surely onside. He is. Where's the runner at the far post? Oh, God. Goodness gracious me. I need the ball to go out of play. Just leave it, Larson. There you go. Anyway, the next question comes from Evan, and he says, what do you think you could realistically achieve YouTube related in the next year? What do I realistically think I could achieve? Difficult question, because YouTube is so unpredictable. You never quite know how it's going to turn out. That's a wonderful ball. That's a terrible ball. That's a football. You never realistically know what's going to happen. You know, like some channels just spark into life out of nowhere. Some channels just fade away and die. You know, the biggest channel can just suddenly get no views whatsoever, and the smallest channel can just come out of nowhere and become the next big thing. So it's kind of hard to have like a realistic aim on YouTube. It really is, you know, because there's no natural progression. There really isn't, or there isn't for the most part. Ings, oh god, Trotter. There's Larson. Give it to Larson. Larson. Oh, Chesney made a meal of it, and I couldn't get a rebound. I don't know though. Like the growth I've been having of late is really good. Like it's the 20th of January for me, so yes, it is quite early considering when you'll be watching this video. I've just had to stop by some footage because I'm busy this week. Like, God, I just hit 31,000 subscribers. I don't really want to sound big-headed and arrogant, but I've had a really good growth over the past few months. You know, I really have. And I'm trying so hard not to sound boastful because I don't like doing that. But I've had a really, really good growth, and it hasn't really shown too many signs of stopping that much. However, I am aware that any time it could stop. So I'll get this ball away. Please, please, please. McCarthy, great save. Just put out for a corner. McCarthy's been great since coming in. What a signing he's been. So yeah, like I don't really know. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a glass of water, or a swig of water, I should say. I'm not feeling very well at the moment. You guys could probably tell that by my voice. I haven't sounded very well over the past few episodes. I've been really, really ill, and I've got to travel to London this week twice, so that's going to be really fun. Yeah, so I don't really know what realistically I could achieve, because that was super risky. Jesus Christ. So I don't really know what I realistically could achieve, despite my good growth and despite the fact that it doesn't really show too many signs of stopping. I have to keep an open mind, knowing that at any moment it could sort of just stop and I could stagnate at like 32,000 subscribers for some reason. So like realistically, if I was to keep my head sort of down and just be realistic and not modest, but certainly not too hopeful, I would say realistically I would be looking at something like 40,000 subscribers come the end of the year, which would be lovely. It really would be. And yeah, I think that's an okay aim, don't you think? I mean, 40,000 subscribers, I'm sure some people would say, what are you talking about, man? You can get like 80,000 subs. You deserve like 5 million, you're the best YouTuber ever. But no, like you gotta be modest, and you gotta keep an open mind. As I said, YouTube, like there's no natural progression, or there usually isn't for the good channels. Sometimes they just spark into life, and sometimes they die. So Carrasco, you were through. You were through. So yeah, you have to keep an open mind, and I think 40,000 is a realistic aim, and I think it's one that is achievable as well. As I said earlier, you should always look at achievable aims, not ones that would be fucking amazing, which would be. I mean, imagine getting to, and sorry for my language, I've sworn quite a few times today. I was in an office earlier and I couldn't stop swearing. Like every single time I was like, and this is effing ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I just couldn't stop swearing. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm usually someone that holds my my language quite well, but yeah, like you have to keep a realistic aim. As I said earlier, that was one of the best things when you're starting off YouTube. You need to great save, McCarthy. You need to keep a realistic aim, and that's something you have to do with YouTube. You have to, whether you've just started YouTube or whether you keep doing it for years and years and years. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, I thought I put it in. I thought he put it in. Oh, that was a real heart and mouth moment. Jesus, how close was that? That must have been so close. Oh my goodness. I thought that went in for sure there. Jesus Christ, my heart just went. So yeah, I'll say 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year would be absolutely lovely. And again, guys, like I do know that is definitely achievable. But as I said, when it comes down to having aims and hopes, you should always keep them as achievable as possible. Because otherwise you will get really, really disappointed when they not inevitably fail, but when there's a good chance they will fail, and they do. So yeah, I'd say 40,000 subs by the end of the year would be lovely. Kelvin is onside. Cross it in. Ings. Oh, he's never going to beat Mertesacker in the air. I really should have done more free balls in this game. I forgot Mertesacker is such a slow centre back, and he's really tall. So God only knows why I've been putting in more crosses than free balls. Oh dear. 85 minutes. I think it's going to go to extra time, and that's a bit of a shame as well, because Carrasco is basically dead, and Trotter is going to be dead as well. So that will be two definite subs, and of course they're like two of my best players really. Trotter's 75, he's our captain, and of course Carrasco is one of the. Oh no, McCarthy! Oh my goodness, this guy. Just stop it, Alex McCarthy. I signed you for 1.5 million plus McGregor, and you are amazing. Oh, Larson on the break. It's Carrasco. This is it to win it. Carrasco. Finesse it. Oh, it's straight at the goalkeeper, Larson. It's drilled in. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, show the respect against the club you started your career at. Oh, my goodness. Or your pro career, I should say. Oh my goodness. I've done it, surely. I've done it. I thought I messed it up with Carrasco with a poor finish, but thank God Seb Larsson is such a reliable centre mid. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, we might just win our first Capital One Cup ever and our first piece of silverware, touch wood, in the series. The next question, I think it's probably the last one. Touch wood, it'll be the last one if we do manage to hold on. The last question, hopefully, comes from Oliver Franzen, and he says, do you think that the genes or the surroundings decide a personality more? Another good question. I would say that the surroundings decide a personality more. well, yeah, that's what I'd say. So deal with it. No, I would say that's. I've never said deal with it before. I hate those stupid memes as well. Do you know what I really hate at the moment as well is the DOGE meme. I don't know if it's where it's pronounced doggy or doge or something like that, or doge. I really hate that meme. It's like, wow, such something. It's like, wow, fuck off. Seriously. Anyway, that had nothing to do with the question. Why was I going on a rant there? It wasn't a rant, even so. Yeah, I would say the personality that defines the surroundings define the personality more and decide it more as well, because like when I was growing up, like I never really had too much, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't, like my parents just couldn't buy me like a PS2 or whatever just for the hell of it, you know, it didn't work that way. Oh, McCarthy, just stop it, mate. And when I was growing up, I always had my morals, and my surroundings haven't changed, and because my surroundings haven't changed, my morals haven't changed. My personality is still pretty much the same, and that is selfless, caring, and kind. You know, not to sound, you know, too amazing, but that's how it is because my surroundings haven't changed, you know. And so yeah, I definitely say that the surround. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. To win it. Oh no, no, no! I don't think it'll matter because there's only 1 minute of injury time, but oh, that should have been it. I just want to make sure, just in case the trot can come off. Don't want to get him injured. So yeah, like the sorry, I'm really sorry that I'm not going to answer your question very well because I've won it. I've won it for the first time. We have won some silverware, and we are in the Europa League next year, guaranteed. Oh my goodness, what an ending! What an ending! McCarthy doesn't even look fascinated or anything. He's like, yeah, whatever, mate. I was man of the match. So yeah, sorry I didn't answer your question very well, Oliver. But to answer your question on a very basic scale, I would say the surroundings decide it. Just from my own experience, as I said, you know, I didn't have much growing up. However, I'm completely different to my parents. You know, my parents are selfish, ignorant people, and I am the complete opposite, really. And yeah, I would say it's more to do with because they didn't pass down those genes. Those were my surroundings I was given, and that's what I was learned. But anyway, the Capital One Cup is ours. Trotter lifts it a hold above his head, and we have won the Capital One Cup final. And I'm just delighted, man. I'm just so happy we've won this. I mean, oh goodness, guaranteed Europa League football next year. That's probably the best thing about it. But after last year's disappointment, losing to United 4-2, with all Arsenal's pressure and all their relentless attacks, I was almost certain that they were going to go ahead and win it. At least, you know, in injury time. In extra time, if not in normal time. But a snatch and grab, I think you'd have to say, because I don't think we actually deserved that. I think on the grand scheme of things, Arsenal played a lot better than us, really. And I think we were quite lucky to win that, to be honest. Carrasco's goal was really nice, I should say that. But they had a lot of chances. And yeah, there you go. We have won the Capital One Cup final. And as you can see, you'd have to say Arsenal probably deserved to win it. But hey, if you're not going to take your chances, and if Alex McCarthy is going to prove he is an amazing goalkeeper, then we're going to take it. Did Carrasco win man of the match, or was it? It was Carrasco. I'm surprised. I thought McCarthy would have won that. I thought he was amazing. But I don't care. We've won it, and we are. So to clarify, we are in the Europa League next year again, regardless of what happens in the league. Well, unless we qualify for the Champions League, which would be fucking amazing, but it probably won't happen. And also, we have won our first piece of silverware of the series. That's fantastic, and I should say as well, apologies for the profanity. I know I swore quite a few times, and that's something which is quite rare for me, so I do apologise for that. But I've been in a bit of a bad mood anyway, and this sort of cheered me up, so there you go. But yeah, as always guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please consider leaving a like, so that's much appreciated. And it really does help my channel out, and I will see you for the next episode of Career Mode. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do a live squad report. I simulated by accident, so I'm going to do a live squad report. And I'm also going to... Oh, we got Arsenal again, haven't we? I just remembered that. We got them in the league as well. Straight after this, it's round 2 at the Emirates. But I just remembered Oh dear. So I'll do a live squad report as we start the new month. And oh no, George Garner's in our youth squad. He's starting to look quite poor now. Oh cool, we got a goalkeeper in our academy. Oh no, he's only 5'11". He's only 5'11". George D. Mesquites. George D. Mesquites. Grow more. Grow in terms of height more. Oh man, I didn't want him to be a goalkeeper as well. Well, I don't mind him being a goalkeeper, but oh man, 5'11", really? You better grow in some height, man. Seriously. Yeah, I just accidentally simulated there, so I'll do a quick squad report. And yeah, the video's gonna be like 30 minutes long, I think. So yeah, let's look at the squad. Let's look at the squad together, shall we? Let's look at the squad together. And God, I mean, so happy with the Todd Kane signing as well. He's been a great backup right back. Guterres is now 71. He continues to grow. Beaver's 73. We're going to have so many Brazilians, man. That's the most annoying thing about that Scout Future Star, being Brazilian. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you guys must be so sick of Brazilian players in this squad. Carrasco looks amazing as per usual. Trotters, I wish Trot would grow some more, man, seriously. Because 75 is good. He's still our best centre midfielder, but I'd love him to reach like 77, 78. But the squad is good. I can't wait for next year. We've got like 7 players joining us on pre-contracts, which is insane. And we're going to have such a great squad in terms of depth. And yeah, it's looking really, really good. And let's look at the league table as well real quick. We are in 6th, I think that was. Yes, we are, with 42 points. 5 points behind Arsenal. However, we do take them on in the next game. So if we win that game, we overtake Liverpool into 5th. And we will be 2 points behind Arsenal. So, is there a chance of us qualifying for the Champions League? I highly doubt it, but it's worth considering. I still believe we'll probably start to tail away a little bit, but, you know, worth considering, worth considering. We've got 13 games to go anyway, and yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. But anyway, guys, as always, a big thank you for watching today's video. Again, I really do hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please leave a like, so much appreciated. And it really, really does help my channel out. And I'm going to sign you to my academy. Oh, what the? Oh, it's because we ain't got the wages to pay him. Or have we not got the... What did I just do? Oh, okay, we don't have the wages, okay. What was I looking at then? I must have been looking at something different. Do I want to sign him actually? Should we reject him or should we continue the scouting? These players aren't actually that good. 4'11", Jesus Christ. These players aren't actually that good, are they? They're alright, but... because I only like signing players with like 70 to something. I'm going to sign this goalkeeper. Oh, goodness sake. Yeah, take that, wages. I'm going to sign this goalkeeper because I think we could do with a backup goalkeeper. I know we just got that Scout Future Star, but if he's only going to be 5'11", I don't want him. And we'll also sign this guy, and then we'll continue the development on the rest. But yeah, thanks for watching. I know I've asked for like likes about 20 times now, and I know I keep tweeting. Why did I just say that? I know I keep stalling the end of the commentary, but that's because I don't want to say goodbye to you guys. I love you too much. But thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you can comment something as well. If you can comment. Do you know what? Because I praised McCarthy for both the Capital One Cup final and the next game against Arsenal. Because he played so well in that game, if you can put justified praise, that would be awesome. So if you stayed all the way through to the end, just put justified praise, and that would be great, because he's been amazing. Or should you put the tea ladies love him? Because that would be funny. Do you know what? If you stayed through to the end, just put either justified praise or the tea ladies love him, because that would be funny. So if you stayed through to the end, just put one of those things, and I'll see how many of you have stayed. That would be interesting. But thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and don't forget to comment those 2 things if you stayed towards the end, because it would be great to see how many have stayed all the way through, and I appreciate the support very, very much. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.